Welcome back, everybody. You are watching Average Alex on YouTube. I'm Alex, and today we are gonna make homemade chicken noodle soup. And today's gonna be a little different than my last video. So if you caught my last video, I made homemade no-bake cheesecake. I made homemade Italian meatballs and made meatball subs with them. I made a whole salad bar. So I was in the kitchen yesterday for quite a few hours, and I had a ball. It was fun. And I'm glad I could do it, but today I'm busy. I got some running around to do, so we're gonna make homemade chicken noodle soup, throw it in the crock pot, leave it be for like 6 hours, come back, add some noodles, leave it alone again for probably another hour or so, and then we'll serve dinner. So today is gonna be just an in and out type of meal situation. So one thing I wanted to talk about was planning your menu for the week. So my wife and I sit down and we talk about what we're gonna make for the week, and then she said, for example, she said she was gonna make spaghetti on Sunday. So I made meatball subs this week, made extra meatballs, so when we do leftovers Thursday, we can have meatballs with our spaghetti and meatballs, right? Then on Tuesday, or Monday maybe it was, I made chicken, Parmesan chicken with red skin potatoes, and I instantly made sure I had put out enough chicken that I could make chicken noodle soup today. So I do try to make my menus flow throughout the week and utilize as much ingredients as I can, and then we definitely do a leftover day so we're not wasting food, because wasting food is not necessary, especially when you have a house of 5. You shouldn't be wasting food, so we don't. We do planned leftover nights just to make sure that we're utilizing all the food that we're making and not letting that go to waste. So, chicken noodle soup. Let's do it. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is put a liner in our slow cooker. I did run out of these once when I was gonna cook, and I had to do I still cooked, I just didn't have a liner for my slow cooker, and cleaning up those afterwards was a lot more difficult than it normally is when I just pull the bag out and throw it away. So I was a little unhappy about that, or disappointed might be a better word, but it is what it is. It's just a little cheat on the flip side when you're cleaning. So, and it also has to be, I've never done this before, so I did write down a few notes, but I got the general gist of it. So we're gonna first start off with 2 chicken breasts. I think it said 1.5 pounds, but it equates to 2 chicken breasts. So I have 2 chicken breasts. I am gonna go ahead and cut off some of the really fatty part of this, just because I don't prefer that in my chicken at all. So I'm just gonna cut that off real quick. So there's 1. And there's 2. I cut this off even before I'm grilling. Anytime I'm making chicken, I try to cut some of this fat off. I don't really like it. So there's 2. So those are in. Obviously do not want to use any of this for anything else, because now it's got raw chicken all over it, which can cause you to get sick. So you obviously want to wash your hands after you deal with raw chicken, or really any raw product, to be honest with you. Sorry, a little dry throat this morning. Just to make it safer for everybody involved. Make sure you're not cross-contaminating anything. So once we have our chicken in, we can add everything else. It calls for 3 carrots peeled. I didn't buy 3 carrots. I bought a bag of mini carrots. Again, just cheating. I don't really want to sit here and peel carrots, so I'm just going to take these baby-sized carrots and cut them up. It said cut them into little coin-type pieces. Pretty small, just real small. I'm going to do that with a bunch of carrots. I don't think you can have too many carrots in a soup. I mean, I'm sure you can, but I'm not worried about it. I love carrots, so do both of my kids. So don't think I'm gonna get any complaints. the leftover carrots I have, I'll probably put out with some ranch dip later. And I think I got some broccoli in the fridge, or I know I'm gonna have leftover celery, so I might throw together a little veggie plate. Plus I have all that salad from yesterday too. So really, other than the soup, I'm not making anything today. Typically when we do soup, we do lunch meat sandwiches. So I did stop at the store and bought like bologna, turkey, you know, the basics, the staples. So I'll prepare the soup and then everybody can make their own sandwich. Probably bring out that salad from yesterday. Maybe I'll save these carrots and the celery for tomorrow. And when we do leftovers and stuff, we can just make a quick veggie tray. So, I don't know how many of these I should do, but I'm gonna do whatever's on here, so. I'm gonna go back through a bunch of my videos. Sorry, I have a really dry mouth today. All right, I am gonna go through a bunch of my old videos. I haven't put all the recipes in yet, and not that I didn't want to, I just either forgot or lost track of time or whatever. But now that, you know, I do have some people actually watching my videos, and I'm actually sharing my videos on another website as well, I do want to make sure their recipes are there, and not just the recipes that I looked at, but the ones I actually, you know, how I actually prepared it in the video. So I'm gonna go through and do a bunch of that today when I have time, maybe later in the evening. And I'm also gonna try to consistently put up 3 videos a week. So to do that, somebody just texted me. I'm gonna have to prepare and plan, you know, better than I probably have been. So we'll get there though. So we did the carrots. Now it wants onion. It says just 1 big onion. So I got a big onion right here. Go ahead and get the peel off of it. All right, so of course, if this says chopped, it doesn't say diced. Obviously, you don't want them to be too big of pieces or too small of pieces. So I am going to use my handheld chopper, just chop them up a little bit, because, you know, I don't want them to be so small that they disappear during the cooking process, but I don't want them to be so big that, you know, you can notice them too. So. All right, so we're gonna do a whole onion. Smells good already, geez. Whew, that onion. Making my eyes water. So the onion is done, the carrots are done, the chicken's in there. Calls for 2 stalks of celery. Man, I really tied this on yesterday. I used some of the celery for my salad that I did yesterday. It's really nice. We haven't had the salad in a while because vegetables haven't really been great lately, but yesterday's was pretty good, so did that. So we're just gonna take these, cut off the ends, and then cut them right down the middle and then dice the sides of them, so. So we'll throw those in there. And then we need some thyme and some rosemary. I really need to go through my spice drawer. I have a lot of multiple things in there. So, because those calls for 4 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, there you go. Same with the rosemary. I have this really cool double-sided one, so there's a teaspoon one on each side, so that's kind of cool. So 1, 2, 3. Even if this doesn't taste good, the kitchen's gonna smell great for the next 6-7 hours. Calls for 1 bay leaf. I don't know why they put caps on these when I always have to go in and get them. So I'm gonna try to get a bigger one. There you go. It's just literally just a leaf, and you just put it on there. That's a lot of flavor. So there's my spices. And then we need garlic. That is a big garlic clove right there. Calls for 3 cloves. I got a really big one and 2 small ones, so that should pretty much even out to about 3. I'm gonna throw them in my handy dandy hand processor here. Give that a twist. I know the onions are still in there, but it's all going to the same place, so. All right, I'm gonna get a spatula. This is one of my favorite spatulas. I did get that off the Tupperware Company website. And this thing. So there's some really good stuff over there, Tupperware.com. I don't sell anything there anymore, but personally, but I'll tell you what, it's all good product. It's really worth the money. To buy, I mean, you spend a little more money up front, but it lasts longer. So I think more people should probably do that, but that's just my opinion. So, all right, and then the last thing we need to put in here is 10 cups of chicken broth. They call for low sodium chicken broth, so that's what I'm doing, because like I said, new recipe, I don't want to mess with it too much. I'm just gonna go with the flow. So there's 4 cups in that. So I know that I need 6 more cups. So one of these is 4 more cups. So we'll just pour it right in. So this will be 8 cups. We'll add half of that box. And then this is gonna sit here for 6 hours and cook on high. And then we'll come back, we will pull out the chicken, we'll dice that up, we'll add the chicken back in, we'll throw the noodles in. Let it cook like another hour, and we're done. So prep time really for this, probably 10 minutes maybe. And then another 5 minutes later when you're dicing up the chicken. So this is really a quick deal. I'm gonna save this for later. If it starts to dry out at all, I got 2 more ounces of chicken broth I can put in. But that is good to go. I'm gonna give it a quick stir. And we are gonna let that sit for the next 6 hours on high. So I'm gonna clean up and I will see you guys back here later to see how this turns out. Hello everybody, it's been about 6 hours or maybe a little less since we put everything into the crock pot. Pulling the chicken out. Whoo, that's falling off the bone. Okay, let's get a ladle here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a big ladle. I'm gonna take out all the chicken that I can find. I tried to pick it up with a fork, but it's just falling apart, which is a good thing. Means it's done. But we're gonna pull the chicken out. We're gonna dice it up small. And then we're gonna add some noodles to this and put it back in there for another hour or so, and we'll serve some dinner. I already told the kids to prepare to make their own sandwiches, so I'm literally gonna tell them when the soup's ready and then they can go to town. I'll bring out the salad stuff from yesterday. Nice and easy dinner this evening. So this has been a really great dinner because I literally left like 6 hours ago, did some running around, went to the grocery store, got some gas in the car. And this has all just been hanging out, chilling here while I've been gone. So, took the chicken, just diced it up, and then I'll put it back in the slow cooker. Wow, I made a little bit of a mess. It's all right. And then I use light and fluffy egg noodles. Make sure you can see that. I like the extra wide. I don't know why, but I've always gotten it. So I'm gonna cut it open, pour that in, and give it a good stir here. And as you can see, so that's what we're looking at right now. Looks really good. I'm actually gonna probably put in a little bit of that chicken broth from earlier. So earlier I had left the extra 2 ounces or 2 cups of chicken broth. I just put it in the refrigerator, said I might use it. I am gonna use it. I like a brothy soup, so I'm just gonna add that last 2 cups in there. It'll be fine. Gonna add a little extra salt and pepper. Give it another stir. That's it. So let this cook for another, honestly, probably an hour and a half. Just because we're not in a really big hurry to eat dinner. And I will come back on and we'll do a little presentation of it, see how it looks. I think it's gonna be great. It's nice when it's simple and when it's easy. Nothing like a good chicken noodle soup to get you warm. All right guys, we're back. The soup is done. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, and then the kids are gonna start eating big time. So, check this out. So good, so hearty. Made a bowl there. So there you go. Homemade chicken noodle soup, really easy to make. Spends most of the time in the slow cooker all day. Check out some of my other videos that I put on here. We'll see you next time. Thanks.